Good morning YouTube and welcome back to the channel, my people. Today is Monday the 7th of August. It is it's the second day of my diet break and deload that I'm currently running, which is higher food, a little bit of rest and time to recover and bring this physique back to life. So the plan is today, it is now 7:50. I've done my morning routine, I've done my morning walk, my vacuums. I'm just having my morning coffee. Let's have a little sip. Oh, beautiful. And the plan is today that I'm going to take you for a day in my life. I am going to work in the evening, so I'm going to take you to work with me so that I can show you the meals that I'm eating while I'm there. And I'm going to show you what I'm actually eating and how much I'm actually eating during this period. It might potentially change, I'm not sure about that, but that, if it does change, depending on my look and the way my body weight is going throughout the week, I will obviously keep those updates to Instagram. So for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I'll pop the Instagram below here. You guys go and follow me, or to my banner at the top of my channel. But now I'm about to finish this coffee and then go and make meal one. But for now, I'm going to explain to you what I'm actually going through this week. So it's currently my second day of rest. I'm going to take 3 days off the gym completely, which then I'm going to run 3D volume sessions at 1 day on and 1 day off frequency. So tomorrow's my 3rd day off, and then I've got legs, hamstrings, it's going to be D volume sessions, then it's going to be a rest day. Then I'm back in with upper, which is my chest, lat and arm session, with again the D volume session. Then I'm going to take off and I'm going to go in with a pull session at D volume, rest, and then back to full volume from then. And then we'll also be back to dig in. Diet break will be finished, and then we will be back in the deficit, back to dig in. We will be having, I think today I'm just under 7 weeks out, so I think it's 6 weeks and 6 days out from the first shot, so it's getting very exciting now. But it's nice to almost get this little bit of extra food in me and a little bit of recovery, because it was starting to dip. Everything was starting to dip in terms of energy, a bit of performance in the gym here and there. So this was perfect time, very perfectly. But yeah, I'm very excited. Finish this coffee, and I will run you through my meals of the day and show you how I'm cooking them. A lot of you want to know how I cook my cream of rice pancakes, and cream of rice pancakes are on the menu today. So stay tuned, and I will see you with meal one. Part one of meal one, which is going to be 75 grams of oats. As you guys know, I have my oats baked in the morning, especially with meal one. So when I do have time to get those baked, that's 75 gram of oats. And the additional to this that's been added is also 75 gram of cream of rice. So the way I'm going to make these is I'm obviously going to pour boiling water in here, and also 2 grams of salt is going to go in with this, because I like the salt to be on my oats rather than after I cook them. 2 grams, 2 grams. That is not 2 grams, that is only 1. 2 grams of salt. Then we're going to boil, the kettle's boiling as you can hear it, so I'm going to pour the water in here. First I'm going to pour the boiling water in here on top of the oats and let them kind of suckle it in a little bit before I pour the cream of rice in, because this is the first time I'm actually trying this, by the way. I haven't tried baking both. So I just want to see what it kind of comes out like, and see if it's worth trying again. And then, like I said, we have 75 grams of cream of rice, literally 2 scoops of cream of rice, or a little bit more actually. I miscalculated that. A little bit more than that. 74, 75. Give this, oh, also 5 grams of baking powder will go in with this. See what comes up. This is a trial experiment. Trial experiment? Can you even say that? Is that even a thing? Now we are going to mix these in. This cream of rice is going to clump like there's no tomorrow. So we are adding a lot more boiling water to it. And that's better now. So much better now. We mix this in. I hope you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just mixing the cream of rice in with the oats now to create this little cake that I'm about to put in the air fryer, which I need to also turn on anytime now, so it starts preheating. There we go. I'll show you what it looks like just before I put it in the air fryer. I need to add the fruit to it as well. Right, that is that. Look at that. That tastes very good. So it kind of looks like this at the moment. Cream of rice and a bit of oats. The fruit of choice today is strawberries. So I'm going to give them a wash here in the box. I do like to wash my fruit before I eat it because, god damn it, all the stuff that goes on it, I don't want it to be going in me. So I like to wash my fruit before. So we have 150 grams of fruit, which I'm going to split between frozen blueberries and strawberries this morning. So I think it's going to be 75 and 75. I'm going to go, I'll see how I feel and decide afterwards. That is 15 grams. Let's cut the little, there we go, that's better. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I've placed that camera in not the best place. There you go, 60 strawberries. And the next is gonna be frozen blues, because who doesn't like some frozen blueberries as well? Are really expensive ones because I didn't have time to go to Aldi's. So I had to get the scorching £1.75, sorry, £2.75 Sainsbury's ones. There you go, that's 150 grams. Put the air fryer on bake at 200 degrees this morning because we want these done a little bit quicker. Cream of rice will actually bake a lot quicker than the oats do. I mix them in. Can you see? You cannot see. There we go, you can now see. Just gonna mix these in like this, nicely. I like the fruit to stay on top so that it's like a, there we go. This is what it looks like before it's about to go in the air fryer. I could potentially have it like this. I just want to bake it for a bit. So while that heats up, I'm gonna put these away. It's about to go down. I don't use egg whites currently, unfortunately. I don't have anywhere right here where I need to buy egg whites from. So what I do is I crack the eggs. One whole egg goes in. And then we have 250 grams of egg whites, which is roughly around 7 whites that I just separate. 250 grams of egg whites. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna beat these eggs. I do them using a fork. I'm gonna have these with a bit of mushroom, a little bit of red onion, and a little bit of pepper. Roughly no more than 50 grams of veg in total is gonna go in there. Right, it's time to put the beautiful concoction in here. We are actually only going to bake it for 15 minutes, but I'm gonna take it out after 10 and check on it just to make sure that it doesn't get too hard or too burnt up. A little bit of salt in here, a little bit of pepper because I am a pepper guy. I love my pepper. Beat these a little more so it mixes in. I'm gonna get the pan on. I'm gonna pop the omelette on, and I will see you at the end of the finished product because I need to clean up around here a little bit and I'm offering too much, so you guys just want to see me eat. I'll show you when everything's done. I'll give you a little run through on how the omelet's looking mid-making, and then I'll show you the finished product. So as you can see here, the omelet has gone in the pan like it is in there. 1 whole egg, 7 egg whites, 250 grams, 20 some mushroom, I think it's 40 grams of mushroom, and then a tiny bit of red onion and a tiny bit of a spicy green pepper that I get from Turkey shop, which is fantastic. The baked oats and cream of rice are in there getting done. They're actually gonna stay on for another 8 minutes because I've just checked them, they look fantastic. I am now going to cover this with a pan and let it cook, and I'll see you with the finished product. So here we are with the finished product. We have, this is very hot still. Well, again, very hot. So this has actually come out really, really nice. I look forward to actually eating it, but it's very hot at the moment. And here I have my omelette with, what I've added on is this Polish red cabbage salad. 100 grams is 7 calories. This whole thing is 35 calories, it's 40 calories. So I literally have 50 grams of this here. I will sacrifice 7 calories. It's a gram of carb, literally it's 1 gram of carb per 100 grams. And it makes it taste good. It's a bit of extra vegetable and I enjoy it. And it's just, it doesn't make a difference. You know, 7 calories, I'll go outside and walk for 5 minutes and I'll burn double that. So, a little bit of ketchup goes on the omelette. Tiny bit of French's, tiniest bit of French's. Right, maybe, let's have you, you can't actually see what I'm doing here because of the angle that I'm filming at, but very little of this. And it actually looks like this. This is what the final products are looking like. Meal 1 with 10 IUs of Lantus, of course, which I haven't had. So I'm gonna have that just now, but not on camera, of course. And I'm gonna watch something on YouTube. I'm gonna watch some bodybuilding stuff on here, as you do. I'm gonna watch some Hunter Labrada, which has been fantastic at his show that he just won. So I'm gonna watch some bodybuilding stuff and get to eating. Right, so omelette has been had. Let's taste test this cream of rice. I know it's the baked cake. Wow. This is so good. Oh yeah. It's just literally like a sponge, wet sponge cake. I can't explain it. A wet sponge cake. Yeah, this is very good. see it. Give myself 10 out of 10 for this. Beautiful stuff. Right, back to eating. So, that's been devoured. I took my time with it because, you know, it's very easy, especially when you're hungry, because I could have inhaled this meal so quickly. It's very easy when you're hungry to just absolutely go in and not even chew your meal properly. So, especially with the oats and cream of rice, the baked oats and cream of rice, I actually took my time eating that quite slow. Because what I found is if I do eat oats very quickly, they just expand in me and I have trouble digesting them. So that was actually very nice. It's gone down really well. Now, I'm actually gonna go out for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, do some steps to make sure that my food digests. Because if I'm gonna sit and wait for it to start digesting, it's just gonna start taking a million years. So I'm gonna go out, do like 1,500 steps, come back, get a bit of work done, and then start prepping for the rest of the day, because I have got some meals to obviously prep for work, but you will see all of that will get done. So I will see you maybe out for steps. Hello, and welcome back to meal 2, which is about to get prepared. I didn't take it for steps. I did go for steps, and then I had a phone call, so obviously I couldn't record as I record on my phone. So meal number 2 is going to be 125 grams of jasmine rice, which is amazing. So let's see, 125, 124, 125 gram of cream of rice, not cream of rice, jasmine rice, which I am going to cook on the, let's see, is this going to take me over? Absolutely not. Which I'm going to cook on the stove, actually on the medium heat, like slow boil it, because that's how I like cooking it. It's almost like comes out like a little risotto type rice, which is very nice. Get some water in it. Water wise, I just go by eye, and then however the rice kind of cooks, I check it as it's cooking. Like I pop it on here now, on high heat to begin with. I stir with this spatula thing, right? It's got fucking strawberries on it. I stir it with this. This is the one that I use to make sure I get everything off as well. So yeah, it's gonna be 125 grams of rice and 150 grams of 5% beef mince. So this meal ideally usually is my pre-workout meal, but because I'm not training, I am gonna go out and I want to eat rice. I want to eat actual food. I don't want to eat cream of rice 4 times a day. So it's literally 125 grams of rice, as it would be 125 grams of cream of rice. And the beef mince is actually, instead of the whey protein and the almond butter that I have 7 grams of fat in this meal. 150 grams of mince is the exact protein and the exact fats. And then I'm also gonna have some veg and fruit to make up for the micronutrients, because I do have 200 grams of blueberries in here. So I'm gonna have 100 grams of fruit and 100 grams of vegetables to go with this meal. And that is the exact match macro for this meal. It's just I prefer this time on a day that I'm not training to actually eat normal rice rather than just cream of rice. And I don't want to eat rice in whey. I could have had chicken and then just have some extra added fats, like, you know, I could have had the dark chocolate or the almond butter on the chicken, but I'm gonna go for mince today, as it's been open and it's going off tomorrow. So instead of throwing food, I'm gonna eat it as it's the exact same thing. and it doesn't make a difference whatsoever, and it digests really well. So that's 100, 117, 121, 136, 146, 149, 150. Look, making the tube aware that you can see that 150 grams, right? Rice is on here getting cooked. It's about to, I need to stir it. So I'm actually gonna prop you here now, so you can see what I'm doing here. I don't usually put anything in my rice rather than a little bit of salt, pepper, and very rarely do I add some herbs to it, like parsley and anything. I don't have any in the house at the moment, so I'm not going to. It's just going to be white rice with salt and pepper. At the beginning of prep, I was using quite a lot of condiments and stuff like that, but obviously as food comes down and as digestion becomes a little more sensitive, I just tend to not add a bunch of stuff that might potentially mess around my digestion. On the mince, it's just going to be salt, pepper, and some garlic granules. And I do add some herbs to this, which is going to be the mixed herbs from Tesco. So I'll show you what goes in this. This is the only one that's actually going to have a very tiny bit, as you'll see. So here we have pepper. Pepper, I always go in ham on pepper because I love pepper. It doesn't do absolutely nothing to my digestion. Pepper is fantastic, and of course there's no calories in pepper. Salt, 1.5 grinds because I like to add my salt at the end. This onion gets stuck to the bottom, so we have to use a knife to unstick it. Again, very, very little, as you can, obviously you're going to be able to see. Very little. So, onion. This is garlic, and I love garlic. Garlic is my favorite, which I'm going to add a little more of this. And then, yeah, the mixed herbs from Tesco, which is a mix of thyme, marjoram, parsley, oregano, sage, and basil. Basil's fantastic on mince. You can go a little ham on this. The rice is getting cooked. That is absolutely that for this. I'm going to use a fork to almost just mix this together in here a little bit more. What I usually do, I saw James Hollings had made it into a patty and put it in the oven. I tried it, I did it in the air fryer the other day, and it comes out really nice. But today, I want to have it in the pan, or I might just put it in the air fryer. I'm not even sure. I'd probably put it in the air fryer, to be fair. Make it into like a little steak. But no, because I have got a lot of rice, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it in the pan. I'm going to use a little bit of red hot sauce while I'm cooking with it, and then I'm going to mix it in with the rice and with the veg in the pan, and just have like one big mixed meal. But yeah, this is getting cooked, and I'll see you at the end when it's all done. Right, so the mince is now done. It's now going to go on the plate. Look at the, let's make sure we get it boiling and not around the plate. We get it in the plate. That is fantastically, that is, wow. Mate, I am actually so good at this stuff. I wasn't a bodybuilder, I'd be a chef. We love saying that. And that is the finished product. It's gonna get a little bit of mustard and a little bit more of this. And I'm actually gonna go with 100 grams of strawberries because I do have some left, and I think they will taste a lot better in comparison to just eating just frozen berries. So 100 grams of strawberries. If I could have a knife to cut them, that would be great. I've used up all the knives and I haven't washed them. Now we have this one here. Yeah, so 100 grams. These have been washed earlier, by the way. It's the same ones that I have cleaned earlier. So. That's 50 grams. That's 69. Hey. Grow up, Alex. Grow up, lad. You're 27 years of age, and that is 100 grams of strawberries. So, meal number 2 is about to go in. So, here we have it. 125 grams of jasmine rice. That is a lot of rice, and this is what I was looking forward to, just eating more rice during this diet break. 150 gram of beef, 100 gram of veg, which is mushrooms and red onion, 100 gram of strawberries, and it's going to be a little mix of this and, as you guys know, a little bit of this, but a lot less. I've poured a little bit too much, and I'm not going to have all that because it stresses me. It stresses my digestion. I'm going to put a little bit of mushroom on this, a little bit of red hot, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like at the end. Oh, and if you're eating any type of mince, use a spoon. We got to get it all in, right? Fantastic. Beautiful stuff. Back to eating, back to watching YouTube. I'm eating while I'm watching other people eat. I'm currently watching a full day of eating with Nate Spear. So, digging in and watching someone else dig in. Hello my lovely people, welcome back. This is now going to be meal 4 and 5 because meal 3 I'm going to have before I go to work. So these are the meals that I'm actually going to have at work, which we have over here is 360 grams of raw weight chicken, which is going to go in the air fryer, which is going to be 180 gram per meal. And over here we have 200 grams of jasmine rice, which again I'm going to cook just like earlier. And then I'm going to, once they're ready, I'm going to split them down the middle into 2 meals. Right, what goes on the chicken before I cook it this time around is going to be garlic. This is actually going to go in the air fryer, but first things first, we are going to season it nicely with a bit of garlic. I really like garlic on my chicken. Mixed herb, of course, goes on to this because I really like it. Not much, not very little. Pepper, as you know, man is a pepper guy. And very, very, very little ground paprika. Because I don't have any smoked one at the moment. Ground, let's not get this everywhere. I'm gonna flip this over and I'll season it on both sides, as you do. I don't mind touching my chicken. I know some people are very weird with touching food. But I will touch it, I'll then wash my hands, and then so on. So I don't mind actually touching my food. Same again, very little. I'm not going to season it as much on the other side, just a touch for taste. Very, very little because I don't want to baste it in all the seasonings. Herbs, however, can go on. Pepper, again, can go a little bit harder on. Again, no salts. I'll have my salts on the actual meal because I weigh my salt at the beginning of the day. That will go in here. A few sprays of this, a few on it, and we will pop it in here. That's one, and there's 2. Put that in there, air fry at 200 degrees. We're going to leave it in for 15 minutes and then check on it after. Rice is now going to get done as usual, and in about 20 minutes I'm going to come back, see you guys for meal number 3. Yo, and welcome back to meal 3. So we have cream of rice pancakes for this meal, and a lot of people on Instagram are asking me how I've been making them. So now I'm going to show you. So first of all, we start with the egg whites. Right, it's all gonna go in the blender. Right, so just so you can kind of see, I'm gonna stand this side. So it's all gonna go in the blender. We crack egg whites. I usually go for around the 200 something gram, but I don't think I have enough eggs for this. So whatever I don't have in eggs, I will top up with whey and put that as a paste, so it goes on the actual pancake. We crack the egg whites. Of course, some eggs are terrible and they crack absolutely everywhere. I just hope I don't drop any yolk in there. And after today, I promise I'm gonna order egg whites from Amazon, because I could see that you could actually buy them in bulk from there. It's like £30 for 6 kilo of egg white, and I'm here cracking eggs and binning the bloody yolk and making life difficult for myself. And I hate it when this happens. Please, will you just go in? This is what I do for like the 5 extra grams of egg white. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. I think it's going to be around 200 gram of egg white in here, which is fine. Then we can still top it up with around 30 gram of whey, which is fine. Sorry, not 30, 20 gram of whey, which is fine, to make up the 45 gram of protein that I have in this meal. Fantastic, and that is lovely. And then for the final one, yeah, so we got 200 gram of egg white, it's going to be 20 gram of whey as well with this. Perfect. Look at that. 203 grams. So we've got 203 gram of whey in here. I'm gonna top it up with some water after I put the cream of rice on, right? So 125 gram of cream of rice. I'm gonna go again for the little peanut naughty boy cream of the crop one, because I really like it. I am running low on it because I've been rinsing it so much because it's so good. But when something is good, it has to get eaten. Complete Strength is doing a 2 for 27 until the end of the day, so I'm gonna pop an order for that. But I don't think they have the flavors that I want. If not, I'll get the JP chocolate fudge, and I want the white chocolate coconut because I'm really fancying some white chocolate coconut. For this, again, the salt is gonna go in here, 2 grams. There we go, fantastic. Now, I'm gonna top it up with also 150 ml of water. Oh, that was 180, that's fine. I'm out of cinnamon, which is annoying because cinnamon in here would have gone fantastic. But I'm not in a good timing now to go get it. So this will have to do. It goes on the blender. I have one of the cheap Tesco blenders, but it does the job. Blend it all together. Right, so while that's getting blended, I'm going to move the camera and then I'm going to get the pan on. I actually forgot to mention that to fluff these up, I actually add a little bit of baking powder as well. So, because I do find that they get a little nice and fluffy as well when you add the baking powder, which is nice. I do make like 2 big ones. So 5 gram of baking powder, that's 3. That's 4. And that is 5. And I'm going to remix this. Pan is going on, high heat. 3 sprays of this. This goes back in the blender. We get loud again. That can stay there for a bit. I also have 200 grams of fruit, and what I also have with this is 10 grams of, I have some added fats, which I go either 10 grams of dark chocolate or 10 grams of peanut butter, of almond butter. So today I'm gonna go 5 grams of chocolate. That's 5 perfectly. 5 grams of chocolate and 5 grams of almond butter as well to go on those. That can stay there. 200 grams of fruit will be strawberries and blueberries again. You can't actually see me. So the almond butter will go on with the strawberries and blueberries. I'm gonna get these in the pan. Once the pan's heated up, the pan is on. I'm gonna pop these on here, put a lid on them. You'll know when the pan gets hot because it is gonna start smoking up because of the fry light. I know this fry light is quite crap because it like burns your pan and it sticks your food. But in my mind, I don't want to be using any other type of oil because it's just the extra calories that I feel like they're not accounted for. And as much as I wipe it, in my head it's still like, so I just use the fry light. All right, this is getting nice and hot now. Give this one more. And we take the lid off, and in the pan it goes. That is beautiful. Let's make it in the middle, sort of. Oh, there's a little bit stuck to the. I hate it when it happens. Right. So, that's now in the pan. We get the lid. We pop the lid on so it cooks through. Make sure that's on the actual thing properly. Leave it on there and get the plate ready. I'm also gonna get my fruit ready, and when it's time to flip it, I'll show you. Right, it is now time to flip the pancake. So that is absolutely perfectly done. Wow, man, kind of not allowing it to stick to the sides because the first time, the first flip usually you have to get it right in the middle. Otherwise it kind of sticks a little bit to the sides, but that is perfect. Oh God, that is gonna be so nice and fluffy. I can't wait to eat this. Look at that. Whew. Beautiful stuff. 100 grams strawberries, 100 grams blueberries, the most expensive blueberries on the bloody market from my Sainsbury's local. £2.75 for a bag, jeez. But yeah, when you're a bodybuilder and you've got expenses going through the roof, even the blueberries, you overthink like, wow, they're so expensive. But yeah, I'm not gonna let this sit for too long on this side, just so it kind of gets a little bit of. There we go. Absolutely zero mess in the pan as well, which is fantastic. Look. So next one is about to go in, but however, I do want to give it another blend just before. To make sure that we get all the mixed in properly. The second one's always the thick, bigger one. So it's all going in here nicely and evenly. Just make sure that it all comes out. I ain't leaving it in there. There you go, this is all the gains, all the calories, all the carbs. I'm gonna get your ass out. For my head, right, all this matters. Call me obsessed, whatever, but it's the 1% that matters to me. Right, that's gonna get washed. The pan is getting covered again, making sure it's on there. Back on number 6. Happens, you're gonna watch me. Actually, hold on, let's get you to kind of see somehow a little better. A bit here. Distribute the strawberries across the first one. I like to put some in the middle as well, in between each pancake, just so that when I cut through, it actually it's nice and filled, rather than just putting it all on top of the top pancake. I distribute some of the strawberries on here as well. Some chocolate goes in the middle as well. I also need to have 20 grams of whey with this, so that's even better. that is even better. There is more to be had. I'm gonna make the paste as well for the whey. While we wait, I'm gonna do it here so you can see. But I need to get a container for it. Trained by JP, ISO Pro chocolate pistachio, of course. And that is 15 gram. That is 20. And that will also be ready to be flipped soon. So when you're adding water to this, for example, if you want, it's all about the consistency. I like it in the middle. I don't like it too thick, but I don't like it too watery. So I'll just go by eye, but usually if you have 20 gram of whey, add 10 gram of water. I'll add about 12. You can weigh it to make it easier for yourself. So what I do is, there you go. And that, I'll mix it with a spoon for today. With a fork for today. Some is going everywhere. I didn't pick the right container for this, unfortunately. But it's fine. See, this is a little bit too thick, so I'm gonna add a little more water to it. Not much, just a very, very teeny tiny bit if it comes out. There we go. And I'm gonna just continue to mix it in. There we go. And that's how I like it. Now I believe it's time to flip this. No, just a little longer, but I do need to wipe it because it catches a load of water and I don't want it going all over my pancake. That's beautiful, which is gonna go, some of it is actually gonna go in the middle of the pancake as well. A little bit of the whey. I'm gonna lick the container because it gets very sticky. Some of these blueberries as well are going through the middle. As well, some of the dark chocolate is also going through the middle. By the way, this is weighed, like you've seen me weigh it, 5 grams. Only very little will go through here because I actually like my dark chocolate on top. The almond butter will go on top as well. This pancake is a thick boy. This is a thicker one. Let's just get this flipping. I can't get under it. Oh, I've broken it in half, but that's fine. We will still flip it. Did you see that flip? Fantastic flip. So while we wait for that, I'm gonna get the, do I go for some peanut butter? I actually go for peanut butter today. No, we'll go for almond butter. I currently use the Lidl smooth almond butter. The Aldi one. This is very good. I like it quite a lot actually. I'm gonna, it's going hard. I haven't used it in a few days because I've actually been using peanut butter and it's just gone really hard, which actually makes it even harder for us. But the trick with this, to make sure that we get the right consistency, right? I'm gonna move this to the side here. Is you put the scale on 0, you put the almond butter in there, and then you take 10 grams. And look, it says 239 gram on here. When I take that, I take it down to 229. This pancake is almost ready. So we take it off the pan. Look at the thickness on this, man. I'm using the worst spatula as well. And that will go right on top there. Fantastic. Fire off, we move that out of the way. We continue distributing the rest of the dark chocolate through here because now is literally the perfect time to have the dark chocolate put on here because it is boiling hot. We continue the final strawberries will go in here as well.
I could probably pick a better angle for you guys to actually see, but my kitchen, the way my kitchen is, I can't do it. I can't put it in a different place so you can see, unfortunately, and that will have to do. This is a non-professional video, it's a vlog, and you get what you get. And that will be the strawberries. Some dropped on the floor, oh god, I can't get it right. That's fine. It was a tiny one, no more than 5 grams. Right. That's how the strawberries are looking. We are going to put some blueberries through here as well. And then, these I actually like to eat them out the thing. Very weird behaviour, but it's how I like it. The rest of the way is actually going to go on as well. She's just going to be dragged across like this. And the thickness of it, well, actually, we'll just see. It's about just want to get all of it in. There we go. That can now go there.
Grams. We only need 5 grams. That is 5 grams. I almost made a very bad mistake on camera. I almost used 5 extra grams of almond butter for this meal. I'm using my finger for this. Jesus. There we go. It's because it's gone all hard. It doesn't have that oil in it anymore. I don't think it's that. It's a very high quality one. That was all weighed. It was 238. That's 233. That was 5 grams. And voila. The absolute finished product for this meal. A little bit of the sugar-free Vermont low-calorie syrup. Very little, I just literally pop some on the top, which is really nice to kind of have. I'm sorting out the camera so you guys can actually see a little bit better. There we go. There we go, that's a little bit better now. Maybe not. But yeah, this is, boom, about to go down. A little bit of this maple syrup. A little bit of this will go on top. Not much, it's literally, this is 30 calories per 100 ml, so we'll go like that. And we're about to dig in. Gonna watch something, as usual, some bodybuilding stuff. And while I eat, then it's about getting ready for work. And I will show you, I'll film from work because I go up in the staff room to eat. I work in a gym. And I'll show you the meals there. And obviously I'm gonna put the totals, but I'm gonna dig into this meal now. I know a lot of you have been watching to see how I make these, so I hope it helps. If anything, ask me in the comments or on Instagram. I use this recipe is actually, I watched Jason Lowe has a video about it, so this is the same recipe that I'm using, minus the cinnamon, because I'm out of cinnamon. But yeah, I'm gonna dig in now because I'm very hungry. And yeah, let's get it. Let's watch let's show you the first bite. Look at that. Look at the consistency of it. It's absolutely beautiful inside. Honestly, at 6 weeks out, eating this is like absolutely good. It's like going to the cafe to eat pancakes. And this I have in my diet. Cream of rice, whey, and fruit. And there you go, egg whites and whey because it just makes up the protein. But absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Hello again, I'm at work and meal 4 is about to go in, which is 100 gram strawberries, 100 gram of jasmine rice, 180 gram of chicken. So these are the meals that I cooked earlier, like I mentioned. I will also salt them, keeping a little eye on the camera as well, so that no one needs me down at reception. 2 grams of salt will go in as well. I've weighed this salt, so I'm gonna spread this evenly across 3 meals. This is 6 grams of salt in here. And Frank's Red Hot is going on top of these meals. Ooh. This is by far my favorite sauce when it comes to using this on meals. So it's absolutely banging. But yeah, these are now gonna get demolished because I'm very hungry as it is. Start with the strawberry. Beautiful stuff. That chicken's come out so well earlier in the air fryer. Oh my god, spot on. spot on. I usually would have mustard as well, but I left my sauces at home. I left in a bit of a rush. But the red hot sauce is here, the wings one, and I'm more than happy to eat just that. So I'm gonna eat this, go back to work, and I will see you back for meal 5. Yo, so different angle, and welcome to meal 5. Still at work, here till 10:30. So we got this meal, and another meal is going to be had here. This meal is the same as the other, minus the strawberries. So it's chicken, rice, and greens. 180 chicken, raw weight, 100 jasmine rice, and 100 greens. And I'm very hungry, you know. I was fine during the day, and then obviously after I've gotten to work, my hunger levels just increased, and I'm just clock watching. So very nice to be getting eaten. Work's nice. Gym's not been very busy actually. Obviously where I work, it's quite a small independent gym. It's called Create Gym, and it's a little mix. They hold boxing classes, fighting classes, and it's not been many people in here. It's just been a class, a boxing class. So I've just been potting around, sorted some of the equipment out, did a few emails, and chilled. It's actually been a really nice Monday evening. So I cannot complain. Oh, this rice, the way I make it, honestly, it comes out so good. I could eat rice like slow boiled for absolute ages. Just, especially, I mean, I'm quite hungry, but you know. Another key factor, I don't know if I already mentioned this, is taking time chewing the food, especially when we are hungry, and especially now that I'm eating a bit of extra food. It's very easy to just bomb, and just finish a meal in 5 minutes, and then it'll just explode in your stomach. It won't digest. So I'm just gonna make an effort to eat slower, chew properly, and not bloat, because chicken meals tend to sit a bit hard on me if I don't take my time. So I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm gonna eat away, watch something on YouTube, watch the cameras, and then yeah, go back to work, and then come back around 10. It is now, no, it's 20 past 8, yeah. So come back around 10:15 for meal 6, which I see you with in 2 and a bit hours. Yes, people, so here I am with the final meal of the day, which is 100 grams of oats. Actually, I'll let you see it this way. Which is 100 grams of oats, 5 grams of dark chocolate, 5 grams of peanut butter, and there's 40 grams of whey in there. Also 2 grams of salt. I'm using obviously the whey ice that I normally use, and mixed it in this time, no paste. All day I've been looking forward to this meal. This is fantastic. So yeah, time to eat this and get myself home, have a shower, get ready for bed, because I'm checking in with Kuba tomorrow morning, sending him pictures, sending him weight. It is my normal check-in day tomorrow, so it is exciting to see if he's going to make any changes, obviously, to the diet break plan, and what his ideas moving forward are for the remainder of the week, if any. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this because I'm absolutely starving. And I just want to thank you all for watching. As always, some of you are new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching as well. It really means a lot. My views have gone up, you know, my subscribing has gone up since the previous 2 videos, so it really does mean a lot. And if you've enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, a comment, anything, you know, show some support, give me a share. And I will see you in the next video, which will probably be next week, because I'm going to try, like I promised, keep these once a week. I would like to, you know, maybe do a push session or a, you know, train the back session, because obviously I've filmed the leg one. So let's see how everything goes and what video I'm going to bring to you next. But until then,